For this episode and additional Southern California Prep Insider content, please visit our website at scprepinsider.com.
Hey guys, welcome into another episode of Southern California Prep Insider. I'm Sarah Chafee, joined alongside by Tommy Morris.
That's right, Sarah. We're here at Beckman High School, dangerously close to the baseball field, I might add. Patriots taking on Costa Mesa behind us. It's a team that's been nationally ranked throughout parts of the season. Very exciting ball club to watch, but we'll get to that later, won't we?
We will. Before all that, we got to meet our Southern section top recruit, and for that, we went east. Let's get to know one of the top players at Rancho Cucamonga.
Top Recruit is brought to you by Corky's Pest Control.
I'm here joined by Chris Flores, senior middle infielder for Rancho Cucamonga baseball. Chris, you're taking your talents to play Division I baseball next year. Tell us where you're going.
I'll be going to play baseball at Cal State Northridge. It's been an awesome opportunity and given to do so. Not many kids get to do and play baseball at the Division I level especially. I'm just thankful for everyone that's been the past with me for baseball, all the coaches I've had here the past 4 years at Rancho, all the coaches I played with in travel ball and stuff, my players, my teammates, everything. Awesome opportunity.
What main attributes do you feel that you'll contribute next year?
Coming in as a freshman, you never know if you're going to play or not. You got to know it's going to be a grind, especially at the next level. That's something I want to do. So I think I'll just be able to be a team guy, whether I'm starting on the field or, I'm a backup, maybe coming in late innings, pinch hitter, whatever. I'm just going to help contribute to the team any way I can.
Talk to me about your time playing high school baseball. When you look back on all your time spent playing, is there one specific moment that you think you'll always remember?
Definitely last year, it was second last game of the season against Chino Hills. It was a close game, late in the innings. It was, I think, my last at bat of the game, and I was able to just turn on a fastball for a home run. Especially with the hitter I am, I'm not really, the power guy. So being able to do that and running around the bases is kind of just awesome experience. All the memories going through of my childhood, and yeah, that's probably the best I've experienced so far.
Bring me back to the emotions. What were you feeling?
It's just all the hard work, the training you do over the summer, everything, being in the cage with my dad at late nights before game days, or, going to the field with my parents and them watching me hit, or even just my whole high school career in general and what I've done so far. It really came to me, this is what I'm becoming, and it's something really special.
Tell me how you personally stay mentally fit in order to play this game.
There's a lot of vision stuff I do. There's obviously workouts and stuff that help with your mental training. But even here at school, like when you're preparing for a game and it's a long day at school, and you gotta get your mind into playing a game correctly. So not only is it just off the field workouts or whatever, but it's also here at school that you can do your own stuff.
We're excited to follow your career, and we thank you for joining us and wish you the best of luck this season and in the future.
All right, thank you.
That'll do it for our Southern section top recruit.
Thank you very much. I am now joined by someone who I've been looking forward to interviewing all season. This is Brian Lienhart, first baseman, pitcher, little bit of everything, currently leading the team in hitting here at Eastlake. He's a defending CIF Open Division champion. He also plays basketball. His mom is the team mom. This guy bleeds Titan blue through and through. So let's start with what I said, Open Division. This one's the Metro Mesa champions, all sorts of championships going on here. But with all that happening, you guys come back and you're yet again at the top of the mountain. How has that been all season long?
I mean, I think we just take every season as like a restart. Like, all right, we won last year, but we haven't done anything this year. So I think the mentality of always having that winning mentality is great for us at Eastlake. That's what we're known for. And just everybody buys into the same program. Everybody has the same idea for the game, and we all just connect as like a family, not just a baseball team.
So for you as a player, though, how do you always find that one other thing to get better at? That I'm going to hit a little better today. I'm going to run a little bit better. I'm going to field a little. it's not just, oh, I won one, it's time to check out. It's you keep on getting better every single day. Where does that come from?
It's just the days of like you do good in the game and then you get back in the cage after the game. It's just always knowing there's somebody out there working harder than you, and there's nobody's ever going to be at the top of their game. So I always got to, if I go 0 for 3, I treat it as if I went 3 for 3. I always got to have the same mentality, up or down.
Well, that mentality and all that hard work has paid off. You were committed to go play baseball at San Diego State, so you're staying local, but you committed a long time ago. Most kids, the point of high school is to stress out about where you're going to college. You have known for a long time that you're going to go play at San Diego State, so why the Aztecs, and then what was that experience like getting that offer?
Man, it was an amazing experience. It was during the time of making Team USA when I was 15. That was a blast, and I knew I always wanted to stay home with family. I'm a big family guy, so I've always watched SSU growing up. So when Coach Joel Oliveira and Martinez came up to me and with the offer, I just couldn't resist, and I always knew I wanted to play there.
So it was like an on-the-spot, like not even really going to think about this one?
Just first visit, the money was right, went home, discussed with my family. And it actually took a while. Like, I think they offered me freshman year, and then I committed the end of freshman year and started sophomore year. So I did think about it for a long time, but in the back of my mind, I always knew I wanted to stay home.
Well, you're going to have to wait a little bit longer. You got one more ring to chase while you're here in high school. Eastlake is coming for theirs. They're trying to repeat as Open Division champions. Brian's a big part of that. Thank you so much for being on with us. Get you that second handshake there. That'll do it for our San Diego top recruit.
Hi guys, I'm here at Hamilton High School with top recruit Daniel Krasnick. Daniel, I wanted to talk to you today about how the team has really transformed this year. So what's the difference between this year's baseball team besides the past few years?
Well, this team, we have a great group of guys who've been together for a long time, and it's a big mix between all grades. There's about 6 or 7 of us who've been together and playing together since freshman and sophomore year, and then there's a group of sophomores and who have come in and contributed a lot.
And this year you have a new coach, Coach Adden. How has he really transformed this team?
He's coming together and put in a new type of style of play for us. He's a father and a coach to us. He gets on us at the right times, and he also mentors us off the field. He's just done a great job for us, and we look up to him a lot.
How has bonding and growing as a team off the field helped you guys on the field?
Well, we used to be just a team, and now we're a family and a group of guys who love each other very much, and we look after each other, not on the field, or not only on the field, and not off the field as well.
And you guys see this tarp right behind me. So what was the reasoning for putting up this tarp?
Well, you look at most baseball fields, and it's an enclosed space. So when you look here and you look through chain link fences at all these apartments and cars and buses driving by, we wanted to make a change for that, and the change has made a big difference here.
And you guys put that up as a team. How was that?
It was a long and grueling process. It took 8 hours over 2 days, a lot of ladders, a lot of pulling tarp, and a lot of zip ties that were left on the field.
And you're both a catcher, which plays a vital role on this team, and a captain. So describe your leadership role.
Well, I know a lot of the guys as a senior and a captain and also behind the plate look up to me a lot, so I have to lead by example. So if I'm messing around or joking around or not paying attention, I know they think that they can too. So when I lead by example and they look up to me, and I know that I have their back and they have mine.
What are your goals for the rest of the season?
We just got to continue how we're playing, got to continue communicating on the field, and hopefully we just get a league championship and keep going in deep in the playoffs.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, Daniel. Good luck. And that is it for LA Top Recruit.
Now, Tommy, those are 3 fantastic baseball players, but there's so many other athletes in Southern California that the folks at home need to know about.
That's right. We've got 3 more players to add to our watch list from the other sports. Let's take a look.
Creed Jeffers from Ramona. Having already thrown 1 no-hitter this year, he is one of the standout aces countywide and an absolute must-see on that mound.
Jason Moretta is a lacrosse player for Tesoro High School. Jason has been a 4-year varsity starter for the Titans, and his team relies on him for his lacrosse IQ, ability to create offense, and move the ball quickly. The senior has drawn interest from several universities, including multiple D1 programs, but has not decided where he will take his talents to continue playing after high school. As a freshman, he was nominated as Rookie of the Year and Offensive MVP as a junior.
Brian Golnick from El Camino Real High School. Golnick is a pitcher for the Conquistadors and threw a complete game shutout last week in a 6-0 win over Granada Hills. The win propelled El Camino Real into first place in the West Valley League. Golnick has 7 starts this year and has thrown 6 complete games. The senior has a 1.60 ERA.
You know, one of the greatest parts about sport, to me, is that the discipline required to academically succeed and athletically succeed. And when you've been around people that have done that, you usually find that they're highly successful people. They're very balanced people. And so the idea of what I would always tell athletes is that you have to be very guarded about the balance, because when you're in a competitive sport and you're trying to be your best and you're doing everything you can do, to turn that physical gear off and then mentally go in and hit that book or define yourself in a room, you've got to have that bridge. You've got to know how to walk that bridge to get there. And how you build that bridge and to understand it and know it is one of the most difficult parts of what I had to learn in my life.
The sub above difference is options. Go ahead and take a moment to feast your eyes on our fresh grilled chicken cheesesteaks. Okay, time's up. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
No one knows where it comes from. Why some have it and some don't. It's the fighting spirit. It consumes fear and weakness. It stands ready to fight whatever shape the battle takes. Because as long as there are battles, there will always be Marines.
The sub above difference is grilled. Because if you're making a cheesesteak and you're not using a hot grill to make it, well, you're not making a cheesesteak. Give our grill a go. Jersey Mike's, be a sub above.
Welcome back to Southern California Prep Insider. Tommy, Sarah is still here at Beckman. It is time now for our Building Character segment. And Sarah, I believe you have the first one.
That's right. I got to know a family who could load the bases themselves here at Beckman. Let's take a look at their story.
Building Character is brought to you by the United States Marine Corps.
A bond formed with blood, but built through baseball, forging a lasting connection between the MacLean brothers.
We all played in the same Little League and always grew up competing together and against each other, whether it's at the house or on the field.
Matt knows his role of big brother comes with responsibility.
What I try and do is try and set a good example in the classroom, on the field, and in life. And it's just really cool to get to teach them some of the things that I've been through high school and stuff. Some things they don't do well, I can kind of tell them and suggest, maybe you shouldn't do that, maybe you should do that. And to watch them do that and actually take in what I say, take it into consideration and do it, it means a lot, and I like it.
He always just tells me work through the adversity. No matter if you're having the best day or the worst day, just keep your attitude the same and just work hard.
With Sean and Nick each pitching in their own special qualities to the family dynamic.
I'm just kind of like the middle of them. I kind of feel like I'm a little bit of him, a little bit of him, but I just try to compete every day.
I'm probably the funniest one. That's the best part.
The MacLeans have swung through many baseball seasons, but none compare to this one. It's the first time all three brothers are on the same lineup at Beckman High School.
It's 1 year that we get to play together and kind of form even more of a relationship before I go off to college, and he's going to go off to college the next year, and then he's going to be on his own. We've always played baseball and always come home and talked about our games, but now it's we're playing with you. I look over and I see him in right field and him at first base, and it's dang, that's cool.
It's just super fun. We're all together and we just compete every day.
The thing that's very unique about them is that they're all very similar to each other, but they have different personalities. And on the baseball field, the one thing I think that they share is they just love to compete. And the boys are young, and they probably don't know how cool it's going to be when they can look back at pictures that everybody's taken of the three of them. And the other part of it is that they're all really good. So not only are they on the same team together, but they're all succeeding.
The brotherly trio, individually unique, but together an unstoppable force.
No matter what it was, we were always competing. And I think that really kind of helped us and just kind of grow together to become brothers and so close as we are right now.
They're each other's biggest competition and equally biggest fans, celebrating each other's success and feeling each other's falls.
In baseball, you're failing a lot and you're succeeding a lot, but I mean, it helps you deal with the failure in baseball. Kind of his, I mean, I like to think I beat these guys all the time, but I don't.
You know, Nick MacLean actually hit our first home run this year as a freshman, and then the next game, Sean hit one, and everybody's kind of looking at Matthew like, you know, you're the senior, you're supposed to be the guy hitting the home runs, and then he went out and hit two. So, but within games, you know, Matt, we support everybody here, but I'm sure that for Sean and Nick and Matt, it's different when it's your brother up there. You know, you hate to see a teammate fail, and you love to see a teammate succeed, but it's got to be even sweeter and more bitter when it's your brother. But they've handled it really, really well.
Soaking in life's lessons through one another by playing the game they love.
What I admire a lot about Sean is he got hurt last year and he didn't get to play, and he came back this year, and how hard he worked to get better and to get better on the field and off the field, and just to get back on the field and start playing like right away. And the way that he did it and the way that he's played this year is really like amazing to me. And Nick's talent surprises me. It's something that I think Nick has more talent than both of us, and we'll see how that plays out. But I just like watching him just kind of go out there and do what he does.
I'm my older brother. I look up to him when he first committed to UCLA. I really just looked up to him as like an idol. So, but he gets after it when he's on the field. He's a hard 100% worker. And then this little guy, he brings the fun out. You know, he always says some dumb stuff at practice, but it always makes me laugh, and that's why I like him.
For Matthew, it's he always goes hard. I mean, he works out 6 in the morning every day pretty much. And then Sean just battling from his injuries, playing good baseball.
A bond strengthened through baseball, unbroken by blood.
No matter what, my brothers are always going to be here for me through everything, and they're always going to be here to help me, and kind of like, they're in high school, so they know what goes on in high school and everything, and they could always talk to me about it. And even though I'm older than them, I know I can look to them and kind of get their opinion and their advice.
Mind, I was like, what would Kobe do? That was literally in my mind. I said, and I was like, yes, he wouldn't be afraid.
On March 2nd, King Drew basketball took on Van Nuys in the LA City Championship game. With 25 seconds remaining, King Drew, the team in white, led by 3.
So after the timeout, it was Van Nuys' ball, and I saw that Tyree hit the corner 3.
The one thing that I know, and I'm sure everybody across the city knows, you don't want to go in overtime with Van Nuys.
Yeah, I took the ball out, I was rushing, took the ball out. I passed the ball to my teammate Kennedy, and then he was dribbling down, and I had to like stop and think for a second, like what did I want to do? And I saw him kind of like, you know, hold the ball, and I know was kind of confused, so I asked for the ball back. I was dribbling on top of the key. I looked at the shot clock, I saw it was 9 seconds left. I dribbled with my left hand, I went, and then I kind of double clutched the shot, so I knew it was going to be off. But I usually, every time I shoot, you know, I go for my rebound. So got the rebound, I threw it up, and then the ball, it kind of rolled around, and then it finally went in.
For most student athletes, that shot would be their biggest accomplishment in high school. But that's not the case for Ethelbert Anam.
Oh, my GPA right now is a 4.3. I'm looking between UC Berkeley and USC, and I plan to major in mechanical engineering.
The senior wants to make a difference.
Well, my main goal in life is to help others, so I help my teammates with basketball, you know, any homework they might need, or might need help with, or anything like that. So mechanical engineering is an outlet I believe I can use, you know, to find, you know, issues and universal problems, and find solutions, you know, find solutions to stuff that people see on a daily basis. So I believe a mechanical engineer would help me, you know, build instruments or build different things or find different things that would help other people, which is, you know, my main goal in life.
And his coach knows he will.
This young man can practically do anything that he wants to do. And I'm not just saying that because he's a player of mine, he's a student at King Drew. I'm saying that off of the way he's demonstrated himself throughout these past 4 years.
Anam is King Drew's Superman.
I've seen this young man come from interviews on game days, and right from the interview, it's almost like Superman. He changes from Clark Kent into Superman, and then after the game, back to Clark Kent.
So I'm really grateful and proud of, like, you know, that what I've done can probably help some kid, you know, gain the courage to come here, you know, be a student athlete, you know, take care of business in the classroom and on the basketball court, or, you know, volleyball, or, you know, other sports.
All right, though Tommy and I are out here enjoying some vitamin D, some baseball, relaxing, it's time to focus, get our goals straight, head into the classroom, right?
That's right, Sarah. Baseball is kind of a game of numbers, right? So here's a group of kids who could probably calculate every single statistic in their head while they're playing. It's our honor roll. Let's see who's on it.
Honor Roll is brought to you by Lolita's Mexican Food.
Graham Cumming from Valley Center. The Jaguar pitcher is a standout on the mound and in the classroom, which has led to him earning that big captain's C on his jerseys. Be sure to catch the crafty lefty sometime soon.
Jake Reed is a baseball player for J. Sarah Catholic High School. The senior also thrives in the classroom with a 4.2 GPA. Jake will attend the University of San Diego next year, where he will continue playing baseball. He plans on majoring in business management and economics. Jake is involved in Fellowship of Christian Athletes and volunteers for the Lions Heart Service Organization and Shea Therapeutic Writing Center.
Akil Tango Tour from Palisades High School. Tango Tour plays volleyball for LA's top-rated boys team at Pally and excels in the classroom. The junior is being recruited to play volleyball at UCLA, Ohio State, Princeton, as well as a handful of other schools. So far this season, Palisades has a 20-2 record and is undefeated against teams in the LA City section.
The sub above difference is love. Bread that loves the juice, juice that loves the bread. Ah, yes. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Tom, we gotta pause for a second. I have had this song stuck in my head all day long.
What is it?
Well, it goes a little something like this.
Call 1-800-901-1102 Corkies!
Call 1-800-901-1102
Corkies!
Perfect.
Call and get your instant quote today.
Call 1-800-901-1102 Corkies!
The sub above difference is daily, not shredded last night or baked yesterday afternoon. Good ingredients, prepped fresh every day. Because that's what daily means. Jersey Mike's. Be a sub above.
Tommy, you're a pretty social person, aren't you?
I would say so. Most people would say no, though, but I kind of think I am. What do you think?
You're all over
right,
social
I'm
media.
okay. Yeah, all right.
So are the people at home. So are we with Southern California Prep Insider. The name at SC Prep Insider. We're on Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, and Instagram, all over the place. Plus, you can check out our website, scprepinsider.com, because we're not just a television show, we're also digital show. So you can check out tons of never-before-seen footage at that website.
That's right. We got interviews, podcasts, highlights, you name it. It's all on there. So please check out the site. It's also the best way for you to get on the show because you can become one of our top plays. So let's take a look at last episode's winner and this episode's nominees. Still some 7-on-7. Kenny McIntosh says, man's game. Going up to get the grab, keeping the feet in bounds. Unbelievable catch from the kid from University High School in Florida. Vista Marietta High School. It's left fielder Matthew Westfall falling to his west, diving to make this catch for the Broncos. It's one of our top play nominees. Tie game at Cleveland High School. Ben Chasik with the suicide squeeze, scoring Chris Lozano. It's a walk-off for the Cavaliers. Palisades Charter. Commander Riker Bursing beams this one to the back of the net for a goal for the Dolphins. Sarah, the game is already started, which means we're running a little bit late for game day, aren't we?
Why don't you say we get this party started and slide on home?
Let's do it. Game day is brought to you by Jersey Mike's.
All right, everyone, I have found the Jersey Mike's fan of the game. It's sweet little Miss Darby here. Now, she came to watch the baseball game with her dad. Darby, how fun is it to come watch baseball out here with your dad?
I love watching baseball just because it's just like a diverse sport, and it's I just like knowing all the rules and scouting people.
You think maybe one day you would want to be a sports reporter, or no? What do you want to be one day?
I really like marine biology, but I would like working in sports too.
Here, I'm going to give you this Jersey Mike's hat because you are our fan of the game. And can you just tell me, what do you get when you go to Jersey Mike's?
I get a mini number 7 Mike's Way.
There's no other way than Mike's Way, right?
No, there's no other way.
Alrighty, guys, that does it for another episode of Southern California Prep Insider. Thank you so much for tuning in.
For Sarah Chafee, Katie Austin, and Christian Pedersen, I am Tommy Morris. We'll see you next time.